I come from a rather large family, smack bang in the middle of the gang, 3 older, 2 younger. And if you told me I'd be running D&D for my 2 sisters, then I wouldn't be lying if the relationship I have now with my siblings isn't at least a little distant. As is any relationship you have with friends and family once you're older. It's never the same as when you were a kid. But here I am now, running Curse of Strahd for my older and younger sisters. And their friends. We've always inspired each other a lot in this family. My oldest brother and sister got me into art, anime, music. Some of my fondest memories were looking through my brother's art in his room, and sitting around watching my sister narrate playing video games. Her Ganondorf laugh was spot on. When they asked me to run D&D for them, it brought back all of that. And I'd be lying if there wasn't a little bit of anxiety. But what doesn't stress people out these days? So here's who I'm dealing with. A whole girl party, some mothers. A far cry from the sweaty nerds I usually play with. And rather than run you through what they're doing through this campaign that you have heard 1,000 times up to this point, I'll just go through some of the more memorable moments. Firstly, seeing my family excited about D&D and their characters and dice and miniatures is one of the most rewarding things. And the reactions to the things inside these games, even more rewarding. I ran them up against a... Stop grabbing the pop filter. I ran them up against a bullet. A large, big-mouth horse-eating armadillo. You know, something that other players I've been with have no problem clobbering on the head on first sight. Turns out I drew them a little too cutely, and they called it Pepper, then rolled animal handling until it was their best friend. A tactic we quickly dubbed the pss technique. Watching them do all the things new players to D&D love to do because they're not held back by what they know is obviously not good things to do. Like grappling. They came across some of the Vistani that are in the module, and they were trying to attack Pepper, the bullet they tamed. And watching them attack back to protect their pet, and then immediately questioning the morals of what they had done, attacking someone just because they were harassing what essentially was a monstrosity, something that you should deal with. For weeks they dealt with the shame of having murdered people just on instinct. My little sister as well, drawing the character and getting into playing this small mushroom goblin thing that nobody really second-guesses the motive and values behind. Walking around cursing people and collecting rat daggers and biting my NPCs. And listening to them plan for half an hour more about their plans and all the stuff I've set up for them and how they're going to go through and meticulously deal with it. And how their paladin has had a wyvern's egg since like level 2. And their red dragonborn ever expanding their hoard of treasure and telling no one as they tend to do. While not being the most fun I've had playing D&D, or like the best I've done as a DM, it is by far the most fun I've had in a while doing something with my family. Watching the group chat go off about the recent game, or being sent videos and ideas, having new equipment showing up, and the food they bring, is by far some of the best D&D I will ever play. It's in its own category. I honestly think it's brought us closer. And that alone is the only reward you need. Their faces when I killed the paladin, though, that was pretty priceless. In a tragic way, you know, I didn't enjoy it. D&D is getting more and more popular. You would be surprised who's into it by now. Grab your brother, sister, little or big, your mum, dad, and any step variant. Hell, grab your dog. D&D is totally a family activity. Maybe just don't play the horny bard in this one. I'm trying to cut my videos down by a few minutes, so if this video felt a bit rushed, that's probably why. Bear with me while I mess with my writing process for videos for a bit. Be sure to check out the Discord, all the buddies in the side thingamabob. We all do some fun stuff together. See you in the next video, fellas.